knocked out of the BPL, and you're going to have to work your way back up through potentially Rising Stars next season, or however they do that for the next season. But getting into the draft, simple draft, blind, single champion at a time. I'm keeping it to that.
Yeah, eUnited, we've seen pretty much the same comp from them since the beginning of time. We've seen
Pearl.
The Pearl. Yes, it makes sense. It's Naraga.
Yeah.
EOKS,
Yeah.
He's going to be playing the Pearl. They did change up their ranged pick a little bit recently. They were running with a Ashka, while Xfu had only been playing Esmo otherwise. So there's a potential we could see an Ashka or an Esmo for the ranged pick. In terms of melee, I expect to see either Thorn, Bako, or Shifu, as that seems to be Sramia's most comfortable hero pool right now.
Ashka?
We do see the Ashka. Okay.
And there's the Jumong we spoke about a little bit earlier.
Yes, Jumong, Dolos, Jurgen, he tore up his enemies last week on that Jumong. Incredibly good. I think he ended up beating Functional Sociopaths with it, or it was an incredibly close game. And like his Jumong was incredible to watch. He played Jumong and Varesh, and overall I was very impressed by his ranged play. In terms of the support for Dolos, I think it's likely we see an Ulrich. Clarny's been playing quite a lot of Ulrich lately, and it fits very well with the Thorn.
We're going to see Lucy and Shifu. Yeah.
Okay, I do like the Lucy. The Lucy has some really strong matchups. Of course, she has the only answer in the game to Shifu's immaterial, that Clarity Potion. An incredibly high value ability that can cleanse off both that 25 energy usage and the potential healing that Shifu wants from his EX space. And also, if you drop a goo on a Pearl that's just dove, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
She gonna die in that goo.
There's nothing she can do about that.
Right.
The Clarity's also gonna work really well against Tendon Swing from Shifu.
Yes.
For any big nasty incaps, which is usually what lets Pearl land her ultimate. Her ultimate is very difficult to land. Against this team comp, she's probably gonna be looking for Lucy and Thorn to try and land on that. But even so, you stick a barrier on someone's about to get eaten by your friggin' shark and nothing happens to them.
Right.
They show back up with probably almost, I feel like, more health than they went in with because the barrier came in. So I think Lucy's a really good pick against this team competition. I'm excited to see Ashka Shifu combinations again, getting that incap if there is no Clarity Potion.
Absolutely.
Line it up with Volcano and your ultimate. Pearl can just throw Silence in there for no reason. Might as well.
Right. Yeah.
Bubbles are going to be a little bit annoying for Thorn and Jumong, I think. Jumong does a really good job of sitting back. But luckily, Rain of Arrows will pierce through that, but Thorn's going to have a hard time.
Yeah, you talk about the Rain of Arrows, and when you talk about Pearl, you often look to her counters, which are AoE abilities. Dolos, they have a lot of those. They have the double Rain of Arrows from Jumong that could be dropped on the Pearl. There's also the Goo from the Lucy. This is not an easy Pearl game by any means. eUnited, they're going to have to pull off some pretty crazy combos, which is generally what they like to do. If they want to win this game. Last week we saw Sramia play the Shifu and Xfu play the Ashka, and they had it was very surprising to me how easy it was for them to find combos. So I definitely have faith in these guys as a team. I'm sure we'll see some pretty wild plays.
And as you said, Dolos need to win both of their matches, correct? So
yes.
It's this one against eUnited, and then they play later against the Functional Sociopaths.
Yes, the Sociopaths.
I think Sociopaths.
They lost to the Functional Sociopaths last week too, actually. So they're gonna they have their work cut out for them, but they are in control of their own fate. And a lot of these players in Europe have a lot of pride. There's a lot of pride on the line here. Everybody wants to be first. They really came prepared for this week, I'm sure.
Thorn has kind of been your melee flavor of the month throughout the first season of the Battlerite Pro League. I'm a little torn on it. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know it's strong, obviously, and it's good, but sometimes there are situations where I'd like to see, more diversity, but that's just me being picky. Who am I? Arnashka's already used both of his escapes, but Thorn's there all alone. He entangles him.
Sramia.
Surprised he'd actually shield him right after he had no more escapes. Thorn's going to take a whole lot of damage in the backline. Your Nightmare. He finds Shifu, who's going to get stuck in a root and Rain of Arrows. His counter will get smacked by Jurgen, though.
Yeah, they're doing a great job controlling Sramia past this opener. He had a really good start, but he's starting to get controlled quite a bit by this Jumong Thorn. He's got to find his way back in onto that Lucy if he wants to find damage.
Counter not hit on Shifu. Well timed by Your Nightmare. And then also the R.
That Clarity cleansed off that EX space. Absolutely huge. And now Your Nightmare is going to be able to aggress on the Shifu down bottom.
He's taking a lot of damage, or dealing a lot of damage to Sramia, I should say. He took a lot early on. Again, not falling into the counter. The immaterials out. He's going to space to try and waste it. But now he's going to have an Ashka coming down, who also has an ultimate. There's going to be two used, but almost no value found. Ashka's just going to go right back in. Your Nightmare's in a dangerous place, but he's going to get out just alive.
Wow, that actually worked out really well for eUnited as they got a huge chunk of damage on the Thorn. Even with the Goo being committed from Clarny, they didn't manage to find too much damage on the Shifu. And now Sramia has found his way back in. Your Nightmare was able to get the orb, though. Very good for Dolos.
He got the orb. He got another green shard as well, so slowly trying to come back into this fight. But Sramia has an ult in the chamber. So does Jurgen. There's immaterial. He used the R to try and get the incapacity. Here's the combos, but Barbed Husk negates nearly all of that damage. That can't feel too great. Thorn's gone in.
Oh,
Space is down. Here's the ult.
Nice firewall, but unfortunately Sremia also burned his counter. A little bit of anti-synergy there is now there's no counter on the Shifu, and he has to play safe for a couple seconds.
You'll see it happen sometimes. Your Nightmare just built up his ultimate. Shifu's going in risky. Wow. There's the incapacitate, an ultimate from Your Nightmare, but no support from his teammates as they were both completely incapped. There's the goo. It's going to bring down Ashka to a dangerous level. Xcafu now stuck in a rain of arrows. Pearl just needs to heal him to make sure he doesn't get to a lethal level. Barbed Husk is now down. Oh no, Burrow and Barrier at the same time. Your Nightmare might go down right here. Incapacitate, silence M2. There we go, that's the combos you were talking about.
That Clarity Potion actually worked out in eUnited's favor as the Shifu got knocked even closer to Jurgen and got a double incap because of it. Really nice play from Sremia. Jurgen's able to get the orb for his team, but in a 2v3, they have to do quite a lot of damage very quickly if they want to bring it back.
Jumong can delete any of them right now with the health that they're at, so long as he gets a good combination as the support of his Lucy. Oh, he fought his
Xcafu.
He couldn't get Xcafu's kill, and there's, oh no, Ashka's gonna try and take out Lucy. That was close.
Yeah, that was incredibly close. If he had charged it for even 0.1 of a second longer, that Dragon Slayer certainly would have slayed Xcafu, but that's that kind of thing you can't really gauge in the moment. A great play from Jurgen. Unfortunately, it didn't end up working out for him. And eUnited, they got some really nice combos and managed to find that true damage. Your Nightmare, he got caught with that Barbed Husk just a few too many times.
It is one of the low-key skill ceilings of charge abilities is that you don't always know what you're throwing out sometimes.
Right.
When you look at any kind of charge up M2s, you're looking at Destiny's M2, you're looking at Jamong's ultimate. I don't actually know if there's many others, so I can't think off the top of my head, but that's tough. It's so tough to know exactly what you're throwing out, and a lot of this game gets calculated down to the numbers, especially when securing orb or getting the final kill. Barrier.
eUnited burning through that barrier in Barbed Husk. So much damage, but a nice usage of shields protecting Your Nightmare's true HP.
Xcafu and Thorn hanging around on these other sides of this wall, trying to just poke each other.
Good pet.
Petrify on the support. Jurgen just trying to stay away from Shifu. He's doing a pretty good job. They weren't able to secure the orb. Jurgen baiting out the counter from Pearl as well. Now she's stuck in a rain of arrows. She's just healing herself. 2 rains of arrows. Look at the damage onto Pearl. She hasn't helped her teammates much. The bubble shield comes down on Shifu. Counter won't get hit. Immaterial down. He's got nothing left. Now's a chance to go on Shifu. No, he backs away. Thorn's got an ult. Will he use it? He will, but Ashka's got one in return. He's just going to try and take it onto Your Nightmare, but his teammates will help secure an orb for him. Barrier, Barbed Husk, everything getting shredded through.
Wow, he manages to narrowly make it out, though. I thought he would end up taking more damage. I'm very surprised by that outcome, Carpet.
Jurgen's got so much health, so much energy. He's ready for battle right now.
He's ready for battle, right?
Hey. You really are just full of him. He's going to use the EXM2 to help secure the orb, but that means he'll have an ult still up. Is he going to try and take out? Is he going to flick? No, the firewall comes out. He knew that was coming.
Yeah.
The M2 wouldn't pierce through that either. Shifu's got almost nothing left. He might be able to take him out right here. Pearl's in support, trying to heal him up. The double rain of arrows on top of everything. The counter won't get hit either. Seeker's Mark won't get consumed. Who needs it? Red needs this orb. They're close, and I mean they're technically ahead in health.
Yeah, it is a very close round though. Xcafu sitting on an ultimate, and Sremia has that incap available. I assume we'll be looking for a combo here, but before that happens, Naraga might get burst down. He's found himself out of position.
So it is Your Nightmare though. He's got to be careful. Ashka's got an ultimate. He can't go in. He's got no more space bar. He's gonna have to be real careful here.
The Barbed Husk, it gets used and it mitigates most of that damage, but the tick from the Infernal Scourge barely gets the kill. The goo, though, this might be the counter. They might be able to get a kill here. Clerney, though, he's not able to find the kill on Xcafu.
Oh, that's a little rough. He might have been able to do the 1v1 against this Shifu, but right now, it's not looking great. He's about to have an ultimate, though.
Yeah, he's got that goo. He could maybe goose from Xcafu, but he has to use the roll. He's running away. Got that haste from the Swift roll. A nice barrier knockback gets the Shifu off of him. Oh, but that counter hit is going to spell his doom.
That's not great. eUnited now 2 rounds up on Dolos. Close rounds, though. Always going in to sudden death.
Yeah.
The Death Vortex creeping into the end of both these rounds.
I really liked the way Naraga and Xcafu played that out. Of course, they hard engaged top on Your Nightmare and Clerney, found themselves up in the corner, and Your Nightmare and Clerney couldn't get away. They had to fight there. They could not reconnect with Jurgen, who was 1v1ing a Shifu. Shifu versus Jumong, if the Shifu has Root Javelin, not a favorable matchup for the Bowman. And he found himself inevitably losing that 1v1, and eUnited able to take the round off the back of very great strategic play.
Opening up with the bubbles of annoyance. Your Nightmare's already gonna get the support. Forcing the space from Naraga, but he still got the counter. Oh my god, the damage on Your Nightmare.
Where's the tree's HP?
What happened to him?
It's crazy the amount of damage that can be put out just by Excapu's M2s and Sremia's M1s. They're going to try to secure the orb too, but Dolos is going to get it.
Dolos got the orb, but now we're going to see again Your Nightmare taking so much health. He's going to get rooted. The space is now down. Are they actually going to be able to take out Sremia? No, the incapacitate.
Oh, God!
Oh, my God. Through the ultimate of Lucy.
Oh, that was huge. Great heads-up play from Excapu to capitalize off that in-cap. And Jurgen's going to stop moving. eUnited very easily going to take this round. And, man, if we call missing Bako ults Essence of Finlev, I'm going to call Volcano into Infernal Scorch combos Essence of Hot Biscuit. For a second, I thought Excapu was Hot Biscuit there, pulling off that combo, getting so much damage onto both players of Dolos, and able to find the kill and with it the round.
I mean, the timing of that incapacitate from Shifu. The goo came out. Guarantee a Clarity Potion was there as well.
Yeah.
Shifu would have gotten pushed back in, would have gotten melted more, but the incapacitate that he had on both Jurgen and Clerney, or I think it was Jurgen and Clerney?
Yeah. The fact that Sremia is able to get these double end caps consistently really points out how insane end cap range used to be.
Yeah.
Even with the smaller range, he's still doing so well.
The entangle on the support will let Your Nightmare have a little bit more fun, but he's going to lose so much health. He has to be so careful on that first engage. When they have other cooldowns, you can see what happens. Even the barrier and Barbed Husk, he still takes half health.
Yeah, he's farming Barbed Husk so late and taking so much damage because of it. And Dolos, they don't even get that orb carpet. Your Nightmare has no energy and not very much HP to work with.
He wants to try and grab this, but he gets punished with the silence. Look at all the health he just lost. He's got no help from his support, just out of range. Clerney's trying to chase him down, but Sremia, oh my god, he couldn't do anything that entire round. Jurgen's got an ultimate. Maybe he can try and get close to taking out the Shifu. Oh, that pet.
Great pet, yeah, but Clerney, he stops moving immediately after, recognizing the round's over. And as quickly as we were talking about Dolos being able to control their own fate, it's looking like they have nothing to bring to the table versus eUnited.
A gracious winner does not win.
eUnited's playing exceptionally well. The combinations, I like the Shifu Ashka comp. And it's almost the inverse of what we see in North America, right? Often when we talk about teams like Space Station Gaming, where you just let your range, you don't really have to worry too much about them. They're going to do their thing.
Right.
Pearl's a little bit like that as a support.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about her. She can take care of herself. She's got bubbles. She's got counters. She's got spacebar. She's got her friggin' shield, her clarity shield, her cleansing shield. So you don't really have to worry too much about her.
Right.
You can just kind of do your thing, and she'll just kind of heal you. She'll help with a silence here and there. She's all about timing.
Your Nightmare getting much more favorable trades to start this game off. He has 2 bars of energy as well, and he's not letting up on the aggression. He hits that counter, however.
Not going to be great with the barriers down. They didn't stack cooldowns. Petrify from Ashka.
Man, Clerney's really spamming that EXE, getting Petrify's off cooldown, but I'm not sure how value it is. Your Nightmare on the backline, forced to use the Barbed Husk, and now the damage might come into him. There's no barrier for him, Carpet.
He's got an ult, though.
Another pet.
He's got, oh, that's it. He's going to try and take him out with the ult. The bubble shield will help save him, maybe just long enough. Naraga's trying to get in range of the heals. Ashka's still alive. The Thorns aren't killing him. Your Nightmare now has been in just a little bit too long for comfort. Look at him go.
Dude, look at Clerney spamming that 2 button just...
Oh, another pet return. Excafu stays alive. This is actually insane. Your Nightmare now, he's been in the backline just a little bit too long. Another Petrify.
Dolos get the orb, but still the damage has been done here to the Thorn. Sremia is going to try to engage on Clerney, make some space, but on the other side, Your Nightmare, he finally manages to get the Ashka. Sremia, not going to live for much longer.
This is Pearl's specialty.
It's crazy how much different that round looked.
Yeah.
That round, just off the back of a bit of a more favorable engage from Your Nightmare early on, looked so much different. And Your Nightmare's ability to farm that first bar of energy is so key. If he's able to have that Barbed Husk available before eUnited tries to combo him, and he has that 50 HP shield, he's going to just take much less damage, especially with some good timing. He can also avoid some CC like the in-cap from Sremia. So the fact that Your Nightmare was able to get that first bar of energy really changed the course of that round.
And that's kind of why I'm personally torn on Thorn a little bit, because I feel like if he doesn't get that initial rotation of abilities, he really will struggle to put up the kind of damage that he needs to, or the control on the field that he needs to. So again, he's being a little bit smarter this time, hiding behind the wall, being patient. Meanwhile, Shifu is just trying to mow down that backline. He's got Clerney. Now he's got Your Nightmare. Orb popping up. Who's going to get the first one?
Blue needs it. They are going to get it too. All of the defensive cooldowns for Dolos were used though, and Sremia is going to try to capitalize off it, but he actually doesn't get that much.
Surmea actually able to javelin away and then deal some damage mixed with the silence on the Your Nightmare. The incapacitate, he's turning on to Clerney instead. Clerney's got the goo.
Look at Surmea jumping all over the battlefield, having an impact on every fight. Oh, but he eats that EXM2 though, and with it, a goo. A lot of damage coming out onto the Shifu as a Clarity knocks him back in. The counter's baited as well. This does not look good for the Shifu.
They knew better than that, but they might actually take out Thorn in the meantime. Thorn! Oh, he gets in cap before the ultimate, but they know that they can't kill him before he does it. The Barbed Husk is down. That means he has no more ultimate. He burrows out of there. Asuka's going to build up, but the panic keeps him alive.
The greed from Excafu. He tries to go in and gets punished heavily for it. He still has that Infernal Scorch though, Carpet.
Somehow, no one has died yet. I'm freaking out. Your Nightmare trying to build up to the ultimate. No, he gets taken down by the Infernal Scorch.
Man, that
oh my God, Excafu literally 1 HP. Literally a single HP.
He's healed back up now to 41. Not going to be killed by that rain of arrows, though. He is harassed. Dolos, they're going to get this orb, but they need a whole lot more than just the orb if they want to win this round. They need to find some burst damage on this Ashka quick.
I mean, they could take out Surmea or Excafu. If either of them make a single mistake, Jurgen, with 75% energy, will just shred through him.
Yeah, it's very hard to get this Shifu, though, as he has both counter immaterial and the spears. Very hard to lock down that character. Excafu, little easier.
He's trying to bait the counter so bad. The barrier. Oh no, they timed it just when the barrier's done. Jurgen almost has an ultimate. Counter didn't get hit. The material's down. There's nothing left for Surmea, but he knows better than that. He backs away. He grabs the green shards. Naraga trying to front the line. Prowl's now down. Bubble shield is down as well. Barrier. Counter's going to get hit. The incapacitate. Are they going to line it up?
Oh, Jurgen going to end up falling in the end. The goo, the last-ditch attempt from Clerney. He has nowhere to go, and he will fall. eUnited take it 5-1. Very dominant showing from them.
As expected.
That last round couldn't have been closer. I think that's the way Dolos would have wished every other round had gone. The difficulty of Your Nightmare with those openings.
Yeah.
It almost felt like they had a plan and they were like almost refused to budge from it for 3 rounds. Like Your Nightmare, he goes in, he's gonna mess things up.
Right.
He didn't mess things up. It's okay, we could do it. And then they end up falling apart because Your Nightmare takes so much damage that he can't be as aggressive as usual. I mean, a healthy Thorn is just like the worst target. It's like, I don't want to go for a Thorn that has over 75% energy or health. What's the point?
Yeah.
He's still got Barbed Husk, he's still got his M2. He's just gonna heal himself back up. But once he gets down to burstable levels, especially in a team composition that includes Shifu and Ashka, now he's just a big, juicy target. So it was so scary for him to go in once that first engage went poorly.
And just like you're alluding to, that's kind of the problem of Your Nightmare in past memory. He's been a player that where his aggression has both been his greatest strength and his biggest downfall. He likes to go in, get in there, and create havoc right from the get-go. But when it does